Morning. I want to tell you two stories about people that I know of, very strong people. You meet them sometimes, don't you? And you get hopeful for the future. And, I get surprised when I meet them. These very aware people, but they are out there, aren't they? No, in general, I'm quite frustrated with people. I feel like I'm on the ground, having a good life, see, and talking to good people, and then there are holes in the ground, and there are people in the holes. And I walk up to the hole, and I see this guy there. He's in that hole, right? And so, what are you doing there? Why don't you come up here? You can have a look around. No, I think these people are failures. They failed with life to some extent, and they started to dig this hole, and they go in there. And you talk to them, and they are totally happy with the hole that they are in, right? And they say, well, I'm just about to take my next needle. I might die, but don't tell me about it. I don't want to know. Oh, that's the beauty of the hole, because you don't see anything. Oh, I'm having a sex change operation. I think they are. They failed with life. And now they are building that hole, digging the hole. And at the bottom of the hole there is death. And they don't want to see it. They don't want to see the world. They don't experience life. That's how I feel. But sometimes you meet these strong people. No. The first story is from my girlfriend. She met this lady the other day. She's a pure blood, very aware. Right? And that lady was in a car accident. And she got to the hospital and she was in a lot of pain. And the hospital wanted to give her painkillers, but she didn't want them. She said, no, I just suffer through it. And I will heal quicker. And you know what happened? The hospital told her to leave. They got pissed off with her, you see. And they said, we can't do anything with you. You have to go. So, and she needed help. So her husband had to help her, see. But they sent her home. Right. The other story happened to me. This was yesterday. I was at the gym and I got to talk to these two young guys, 15-year-olds, right? And I was so surprised to talk to these guys. You know, I expected something else. Maybe a bit dull, but these guys were different. And, they looked straight at me when they talked. They asked questions, good questions, you see. They were really interested in what I had to say. So I talked to them. Now they were doing well in school, these two guys. Hard-working, bright kids, right? And then I talked about schooling and my experience with it. I said, for the first 3-4 years I learned something in school, but the rest, was absolutely useless to me. I haven't used anything from what I learned in school. I told him, I don't want to tell you to leave school, but I wanted to let you know. This was my experience. And then I started my own business. I ran my own business for more than 30 years. I did very well, you see. And they were very interested in this. And of course they agreed. They were learning things in school they didn't understand. why they had to learn it. You know. So they saw the thing. And then I told them how I felt school should be like. That I told them about Swedish citizens in general. I said that they are lazy and they are cowards. They don't stand up for themselves. I think this is what they should teach kids in school. They should teach courage and being able to face group pressure. You know, things like this. To think freely. But they don't teach that in school, do they? I said. And I said, well, I think it's like this. The state, they don't want people to think freely. They want people to listen to the state and obey. That was a great talk we had. So, yeah, I expected something else. 15-year-olds, smartphones, you know, that was my idea. Smartphones, they were looking down, not interested, but I was totally surprised by this. These guys were absolutely present and they wanted to communicate. They asked questions. They said smart things, you know. So made me hopeful for the future. They are out there, you know. Not everybody is living in a hole. So that's what I wanted to tell you. All right. Be good.